What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is time. You saw the thumbnail and the title. Yes, I do have a carded sample. Shout outs to the GOAT, Miss Heather. If you're ever in the Jacksonville area, swing by Dillard's for all your fragrance needs. She's actually a Creed rep. But according to her, BDC is super freaking good. So, shout outs to Miss Heather. She hooked your boy up with a carded sample because I wanted to try this first. I was not, even though I was probably the biggest voice among content creators screaming for this flanker, and a lot of people have messaged like, I can't believe you're not the first one. I thought for sure you'd be the first one to have it. Yeah, but then they wanted freaking Creed prices for this shit. So, because I mean, most Creed fragrances are this at discount. 205 for a 60 ml, 275 for a 100 ml. For designer Bleu, that's hefty. So for me to feel that that value is warranted, which even if it's a 10 out of 10 fragrance, I still think that it's crazy for designer Bleu. But if it's special, I'm gonna buy a damn bottle, probably a 60 ml. I don't need a 100 ml. I mean, I've had my 2018, since 2018, I've had Bleu de Chanel Parfum in 100 ml, and I've got a dent like that big in the bottle, and that's my favorite designer Bleu. So tall task. It's got to beat its predecessor. Its predecessor, I think, is almost perfection for my taste in designer Bleu fragrances. So let's see. Are you sometimes maybe good, or sometimes maybe shit? Or does it fall in between? I don't know. I let none of you sway me. Everybody's been trying to tell me it's not worth the money. It's amazing. Oh my God. According to Miss Heather, it's super freaking good. I don't care what none of you think until this gets on it. And then I'll say I agree with you, disagree with you, whatever. So let's see. Stay tuned. So I can't thank Miss Heather enough for hooking me up with this, because yeah, because she messaged me and she's like, "Do you want to check out the new Bleu de Chanel?" I said, "Yeah, thank you." Of course I do. Yes, that would be super helpful, because I don't want to race my peers to buy an overpriced designer fragrance to get a video out, because that's what everybody did. Fucking race to Macy's and Dillard's and wherever had it. I think Macy's had it first. Overnight shipping for the websites, and don't look, nobody's going to admit to it, but that's the truth. That's the truth. Nobody's going to tell you the shit I tell you. I'm telling. That's why so many people hate me, because I'm so honest. All good, but you know, official sample, Bleu de Chanel, l'exclusif parfum. Moment of truth here. I know it's supposed to be like leather and woods. You know, woods is the dominant base of. So the parfum's a little bit of that lemon zestiness to it, but it's mainly soft and warm woods. It doesn't have the level of smokiness of the EDP, at least I find. So let's see, because that was cashmeran, or cashmere wood, cashmeran, tomato, isoe super, sandalwood, a lot of warm, soft woods. Let's see. Two good sprays. Let's see how they built upon this. I may not breathe through my nose. Flip that. That caught my eye. Let's see what we got here. Am I going to have to buy a bottle of you, or am I okay without it? Oh, I smell Bleu de Chanel Parfum, and there's a dry, slight animalic tone to it. Must be this leather accord that I'm hearing about. Son of a bitch. It is good. I mean, I'm happy. I want it to be. I want it to be. But I don't want to spend that on a fucking designer Bleu. I don't. I just don't. But I'm gonna. That opening's really good. There's like a wispy, light, airy, faint incensey kind of smell to it. So I guess they brought it back, or that might be part of what makes the leather accord that they're talking about here, is there might be some frankincense or something like that, or guaiac wood that gives a little bit of a smoky tone. But it's very wispy and light, but I do smell a little light smoky touch to it. And it does smell like Bleu de Chanel. It does have this inherent woody, fresh, almost citrus-like feel. I don't think they list citrus from what I can recall. I mean, we're going to double check in a minute, but I kind of feel like there is a little bit. A little hint of lemon. Like, you can tell they definitely built upon Bleu de Chanel Parfum here. Do I think it's better? I don't know. It's pretty. It's kind of hand in hand in the way the opening strikes me. Obviously, I can't justify saying one's better than the other until I spend a decent amount of time with this one. I've got years of wearing on here and there with Bleu de Chanel Parfum. It's not overwhelming. I do like that. It's very wispy and airy. It's not as heavy as I thought it would be. Like this, you could totally wear this and it's going to be hot as shit today. I could totally wear this today. Pretty straightforward. Smells like Bleu de Chanel, just a little bit drier. Little animalic, just a little bit. Like it's not like I don't get like a hefty hit of leather. A little soft animalic tone. It's hard to even really say it's a bunch of leather because it's really soft. The heavier notes that I'm supposed to get here. So I want to go to Chanel. That's where I want. I don't want to read it elsewhere. Let's go fragrance. Oh, here we go. It's on the main page. Go figure. Chanel's website page is slowing down Firefox. Speed up your browser. Stop this page. Thanks, Chanel. Okay, had to refresh it. Here we go. Bleu de Chanel l'exclusif. All right. Okay, scrolling down to this overly fancy edited page of Bleu de Chanel exclusif. I just want to hear about the damn thing. Okay, so I just get to look at the bottle when I scroll down. Okay, so never mind. We're going to go to Parfumo. Let me click that tab. All right. Thanks, Chanel, for nothing. Appreciate you. Bleu de Chanel l'exclusif. 7.5 out of 10 on 12 ratings. God knows what Troll Grantic is doing with their page. So according to this, woody, spicy, fresh, resinous, smoky. Kind of, because I do get a little hint of spiciness. So I wouldn't put it number 2. I would say woody, fresh, smoky, resinous, spicy. Like I agree with these 5 main accords. I would just order them differently. Olivier Polge, amber notes, sandalwood, labdanum, leathery notes. It is getting smokier as it's settling, though. It most certainly is. It does. It smells like it belongs, too. It smells like a Bleu de Chanel flanker. Clear as day. So, just for shits and giggles, let's go to the, I guess, encyclopedia. The shithole of the encyclopedia pages for fragrance. Because the shithole of fragrance is Reddit. But let's see. What was I doing? Bleu de Chanel exclusif. Amber woody, powdery, musky, animalic. I like that animalic's at the bottom because it is just faintly vague. It's just a little bit, just enough. It doesn't take away from the mass appeal of this fragrance. Like this is still, it's still Bleu de Chanel. So the downside to that is the more I'm going back to it, the more I don't necessarily feel like I have to have a fucking bottle. Like the majority of what I'm getting out of this, I already have in my favorite Bleu designer fragrance, and it's Parfum Flanker. Just being honest with you guys. While it does smell really good, and I probably will end up getting a 60 ml, but I don't think I'm in a hurry. I'm gonna wear this sample out before I make my decision. Because for those of you that have been watching the channel for a long time, if you go back to when I was telling the story years ago about getting Bleu de Chanel Parfum, I kept going to Macy's. I had a Macy's right next to me when I worked at Mercedes. And I, ever so often I would get all 3 on my hand, the EDT, the EDP, and the Parfum. And I did that probably 6 or 7 times before I finally said the Parfum. Because I just wanted one. I didn't want them all. And I had a sizable collection. I had a couple hundred fragrances. This was before I was making content. So let's see. 4.03 out of 5 with 137 votes. So they haven't ruined this page. They're being respectable. Let's see. Shows same notes. Amber, woody notes, labdanum, sandalwood. They're saying eternal longevity and enormous sillage. Really? I can see the sillage on it being really good because the sillage is actually better than it gets credit for with the Parfum. Like they're rating this one like really high on the performance. I'm very surprised to see that. Masculine and way overpriced. I agree that it's way overpriced. Majority claim it's like the Parfum. I do smell the Parfum. Very much clear as day. Yeah, so I'm kind of in line with a lot of that. Now we got a 4.03, which would be out of 5, which would be in the 8 out of 10 range. And then we got a 7.5 out of 10 on the Parfumo side. So 7.5 to 8 out of 10 is the average range. Like, so let's call it 7.75 is kind of what the consensus is between the ratings so far on the 2 pages. As far as what I feel, it is really good though. But is it different enough? I don't feel like they delivered on what I was hoping for. I was hoping for a little bit more spice, a little bit more thickness. I wanted it a bit richer than the Parfum. But it does smell elegant, classy for fresh. It's classy fresh, you know. I got to give them their due. It's a really good fragrance. And I think I will end up getting a 60 ml, but I just don't see putting it over the Parfum at the moment. I'm going to give it an 8.75 out of 10. Great, bordering outstanding. Where I stand right now, I don't put it over the Parfum. Not at the moment. And it is really freaking good. They did a really good job. They didn't do as good of a job as I was hoping. I don't know who this opinion lines up with, if everybody's just, dick wet fangirling all over the place. Oh my God, it's amazing. I don't know how many people are doing that. I don't know how many people are going the it's shit route. Because everybody's going to be, there's creators that are going to go over the top just for the entertainment value of it, the flair, and exaggerate their actual opinion. This is a real opinion here. 8.75 out of 10. It's great, bordering outstanding. I can't quite put it in the territory of the Parfum yet. It's got potential. I don't know what the full wearing experience is like, so I can't fully judge it. This is just my initial thoughts, smelling the opening, maybe falling into the heart just a little bit. It is getting smokier though, and that kind of stuff pulls me in. I love a good incensey fragrance. I love smoky fragrances. And this is definitely the smokiest of the Bleu de Chanel's. So there's potential for this one jumping in the 9s when I give it a full wearing. I'm probably, poor old Kajal 3 is going to slide down again. I'm going to wear this sample today. I'm going to knock probably half of this out. These little spritzes, I'll probably do 6 or 8 of them. And I'm going to do some testing on that. It'll be my Scent of the Day Shorts video for today. But yeah, where I stand, I don't think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't think it's designer of the year, at least not yet. I think it's one of the better designers released this year. I would definitely put it top 10 designer release of the year. But it's not my favorite designer release this year. It doesn't crack my top 3. I still prefer 212 VIP Black Elixir, Bad Boy Elixir, Spice Bomb Metallic Musk. I just love that fragrance. I would put those 3 over it, personally. And some of you may think I'm crazy, but you got to remember, it's one man's opinion. Just because you feel different doesn't make me wrong, you right, or you right, you wrong, me right. It's neither of those things. It's just my taste and how I feel about some of the fragrances that have come out so far. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Thank you, Miss Heather, for sending this my way so I was able to experience it. Would I have been disappointed if I'd have just said screw it and bought a bottle? No, because I would have still bought a 60 ml. I'd still be very happy with it. Because I think the inevitable is I'm going to buy it. I'm going to. I will. I just feel it. It's every time I go back to it, I like it a little bit more than the last time I sniffed it. Including right now. It's get this light ashiness turning the way the smokiness is. Like it gets better by the sniff. It really does. So yeah, I'm probably going to end up with a bottle, I would say, here in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to wear this again today. Today's wearing might be the decision maker for how quickly I'm going to need a bottle, but I'm confident I'll get a bottle. So that's my thoughts on it. I'm not going to sit here and spit 10s out because I don't do that. I've only given 2 ever in the 4,200 plus videos I've done on YouTube. Just 2 10s ever. You know, it's got to be perfection for me, not for the masses, for me. And I don't think this is perfection. I don't think this is perfection. I think there's things I would have liked to see a little bit different, but I'm very happy with how it came out with overall, at least in the opening. So thank you guys for checking out my thoughts. I'll link Dillard's and Macy's and wherever down below, you know, or just, do I really need to link Macy's.com, Dillard's.com for you to know to go to Macy's.com and Dillard's.com? Do I really have to do that? So appreciate you guys checking out the video. Make sure to like and subscribe before you leave. We'll see you on the next one.